Hello everyone, my name is Juliette HENNEQUIN. Welcome to the presentation of my thesis. It has for title Implementation of ECE Pedagogies for Sustainability Around the World, Analysis and Design. So we know that children are naturally curious and open to the world around them, whether it is animals, humans, or nature. When I was in elementary school, our teacher made it a priority to teach us the things of nature. And it should be what we all aspire to do as educators. With the world changing rapidly around us, we should make sustainability and outdoor learning one of the most important elements to teach our children. So in North America, traditional pedagogy doesn't imply learning about sustainability. However, in some countries, they integrate it as a way of doing school. So it would be interesting to compare both sides and see the result on young children, how they apply their skills and knowledge to the world around them. So practicing sustainability with the children in a classroom has several benefits, like a bigger interest in environmental education. It has a positive impact on children's well-being, and it also helps children to improve their critical thinkings. So education is humanity's best hope and most effective means in the quest to achieve sustainable development, as the UNESCO report in 1997 mentioned. Don't you think it's the best way to describe the importance of early childhood education for sustainability? So as educators and teachers, we have the possibility to guide and lead children into interests, knowledge, and values that will give support for a more sustainable life and world. Our mission should be to ensure that sustainable development and outdoor learning become part of a child's life. Implementing sustainability in early childhood education is also a way to help children grow into sustainable citizens of the world. So here's the problem statement. So it is important to understand how policies and curricula are set in place in different countries to understand ECE for sustainability. The limited access to proper professional learning development on ECE for sustainability exists in different parts of the world. And changing and adapting policies to include sustainable development as part of curriculum and pedagogy might be something necessary. So this study aims to explore examples of pedagogies for sustainability that have been used worldwide while analyzing the traditional approaches to outdoor play and learning that we know in North America and in most schools. This study is also meant to show that as future teacher and educator, we can design and create pedagogies for early childhood education for sustainability in our classroom and in early childhood setting. So here's the 3 research case question on which I base my thesis. So the first one, how do countries worldwide implement early childhood education for sustainability in their program and curricula? The second, what is the role of children, teacher, parents in integrating sustainability into early childhood education? And how could we as educators help to reorient the curriculum to address sustainability and implement pedagogies for sustainability? So let's talk about the theory behind it. So Meziero's transformative learning theory is defined as an orientation which holds that the way learners interpret and reinterpret their sense experience is central to making meaning and hence learning. So transformative learning theory allows children to think critically about the world around them and their impact on it. And our role as educators is to allow critical reflection with experiences designed to foster this critical thinking. So the methodology for the purpose of the study conducted a content analysis of the literature published regarding pedagogies and curricula for early childhood education for sustainability. The content analysis is also based on the curricula from different countries around the world to understand how sustainability is implemented in school and how it could be better implemented. The content analysis is a common data analysis process, so that's why I used it, and it was more inclined to be good for my thesis. As most of the literature found on the topic use they used qualitative methods to analyze the information. So this is what I use. And the reason behind it, it helped develop an understanding on the issue, and it helped to examine and look over what has been implemented. So here is to the data collection and analysis. So I reassessed some peer-reviewed articles from my literature review. Then I reviewed the textbook International Perspective on ECE and Development to find information and data that would respond to my research question. I also gather and analyze different countries' national and provincial curricula to determine the implementation of ECE for sustainability pedagogies. So I did the analysis of the content of each document and took notes of relevant information that will help to answer my research question. I used a thematic coding approach to help organize information and data, and the analysis was conducted on numerous documents to better understand the content and therefore the implementation of ECE for sustainability pedagogies in curriculum and in school. So here is to the findings. So the resource book used to gather data is the International Research of Education for Sustainable Development in Early Childhood Education by John Siraj Blatchford and Kathleen Mogaraban. This book is from 2016. So I focus in only some countries from North America, Australia, some countries in Asia, and some in Europe. I also analyzed the Ontario curriculum and compared the data found from other countries with the Ontario curriculum. So out of the research, several themes emerged from the analysis and the collection of data. The first one is sustainability in ECE curriculum worldwide. The second one, sustainability in ECE practices, and sustainability as part of our transformative pedagogies. So in order to simplify for this presentation, I joined together the sustainability in ECE curriculum worldwide and in practice. So here's are the findings for the different countries I based my analysis. So the first one is China. In 2001, there is a new version of the curriculum, including beauty of the environment and protection of the natural resources. In 2012, there is a new document that has been created for children between the age of 3 and 6, where is it mentioned that children should understand the close relationship between nature and human life. In Norway, it says that they should let children learn to love nature in order to initiate an environmental connectedness. The curriculum, however, doesn't automatically reflect in practice. In Australia, there is an emphasis on sustainability as a priority for study that connects and relates relevant aspects of content across learning areas and subjects. In the USA, the result of the finding shows a disparity in access to ECE and the lack of teacher training on the topic. Sustainability is not something that it's mentioned very often in any curriculum. And it is the same thing for the United Kingdom, where there's no mention of the word sustainability in the English curriculum. However, in Canada, we can see that there's a lack of focus on sustainable practices that are found in the country. 6 out of 13 provinces and territory have specialized education policies or curricular documents focusing on climate and sustainability. There is in the kindergarten program the mention of the interconnectedness of well-being and future investment in the sustainability of our planet. In the document Acting Today, Shaping Tomorrow from the Ontario Ministry of Education, Ontario Education System will prepare students with the knowledge, skills, perspective, and practice they need to be environmentally responsible citizen. So here's from the findings regarding the sustainability as part of a transformative pedagogies. So the concept of whole centers approaches is mentioned as a new perspective to change educational settings and pedagogies. There is also a concept of sustainability as it is better implemented as a pedagogy when the involvement is made by the whole school community rather than a sole class. The result of the findings show also the importance of making nature and outdoor learning a goal in the ECE curriculum, and the importance of teacher development and training for the purpose of sustainable pedagogy, and teachers' engagement in professional development on sustainability in order to help create better pedagogies and practices on sustainable development in the early years. So out of this finding, we can see a few topics to discuss about. So first, about the sustainability in ECE curriculum worldwide and in practice. It exists a disparity between countries. However, we had a surprise with China that there's a will to integrate environmental sustainability into education. And the gold medal goes for Australia with environmental education in early childhood, who was the first Australian network after it was established in Victoria in 1992. There's a lack of focus on sustainable practice in Canada, as it was mentioned earlier in the findings, where only 6 provinces out of 13 mention sustainability and climate into their policy or curricular documents. Sustainability as part of a transformative pedagogy. So the concept of sustainability seems to be better implemented when viewed through a whole center approach, meaning that the school's involvement, rather than with a sole class, will have more impact and be more transformative. Transformative pedagogy can be done when teachers can be trained on the subject and engage in professional development on sustainability. From experience at the school level, educators show real interest in implementing sustainability in practice, but policies, curriculum, and school boards would need to agree on moving towards a more transformative pedagogy to include sustainability in children's daily activities. So here are the limitations that I found from my research and my study. Our planet is vast with numerous countries, and I had to limit the study to the countries that have been widely implementing ECE for sustainability, and some that didn't, as it is impossible in the given time to study every country in the world. Here are some implications. First, implication for practice. With the lack of proper training and understanding of what is ECE for sustainability and how to integrate this topic with various domains for the curriculum. It will be interesting to increase the training and in order to increase the engagement of educators. And educators and school board should work together to create a sustainable community in each school. For future research, the time constraint didn't allow me for extensive research on every country, so it would be interesting to see other countries in the same time. To conclude my presentation, it is an understanding that sustainability and early childhood education are essential to face the rapid changes of our world. UNESCO declares that education is humanity-based hope and most effective means in the quest to achieve sustainable development. Our role as educator is to ensure the implementation of early childhood education for sustainability pedagogies in our curriculum to model and facilitate sustainable action with the children without creating a burden to carry for such young children. And policymakers and governments need to be more involved in integrating pedagogies promoting sustainability. So here are some resources that I gathered on this topic to help you see what is going on around the world and to get you more information on early childhood education for sustainability. I would like to thank you for listening to my presentation and hope that you enjoy my study. Thank you very much.